Let's start from here. Hello, everybody. This is Monica Gibberti with Stampin' with Monica, and you are joining me for my weekly class to go. Welcome, welcome. Today is January 26th, 2026, and it is 5:02 in the afternoon Eastern Time here in Stafford, Virginia. Okay, what a fun start. Yay. Okay, so to this week we are focusing on the Valentine Kisses Bundle, and I needed to check one thing while we wait for people to join us. I need to check one thing. In the meantime, let me know where you're watching from and what is the weather where you are. I know that I see Sharon joining, and she is in a very warm place. Not for us here in Stafford. I think the temperature is 23 degrees, and that is pretty cold. Pretty cold. So yeah, my husband went out to shovel a little bit, and it was a sheet of ice. Okay, now let's get going here. We're working with the Valentine Kisses bundle. This is an online class to go, meaning that you can get the pieces to recreate the class free with a qualifying order placed by next Sunday, this Sunday coming up. Okay, so this is an online exclusive bundle with dies and a photopolymer stamp set that you can see all the images right here. I will be live today through Wednesday at 5 p.m. Fingers crossed. That is what I'm shooting for, to show you how to assemble the total 5 projects included in the class. Okay, so in the meantime, I just want to show you the product that we're going to use. It is the Love Notes. It's let me read it here. It's the Mix and Match Love Notes 6x6 designer series paper. This is in the mini catalog. We're using the rainbow dots. These are in the annual catalog, and we're using in 2 projects the lovely doilies that are a product from the online exclusives, plus this ribbon that it was on the last chance list when I ordered, because I already had a class for my retreat, and so hopefully it should be there, but if not, I will find some and give it to you. Okay, so for this class I am going to change a bit, because the class is going to be free with a minimum $50 or more order. And in the little packet is a my thank you. On top of receiving the supplies to recreate the projects, you will also receive a sampling of the Love Notes DSP and a ribbon, that enough ribbon for you to finish the projects. Okay, if your order goes over $60, then I will add a pack of the rainbow dots, and please note that these are a $9 value, so you're gonna get a great value and a great gift as my thank you for shopping with me this week. I'm trying to meet a goal, so I hope you'll be able to enjoy the class and help me out. Sharon at the beach, but dropped to 67. Wow, that is cold for Florida. Okay, what I wanted to remind everybody that we still have bonus days. The promotion that Stampin' Up is offering until February 2nd. That means that for each $50 product net product order place, you receive a $5 bonus coupon that you can redeem starting on February 3rd through the 28th. Okay, so your $50 or more order will give you my class, the goodie bag, and a bonus days coupon. And if your order reaches $75 or more, you'll be able to purchase the fabulous saying stamp set that is exclusive. You'll be able to, with your order of $75 or more, you can purchase this for $5. Okay, so if you have a list of items that you want, you can get the class and all of this. I love this but stamp set. Also, if you place orders of $75 or more with me, so the order is not cumulative, but it's one order or multiple orders of $75 or more, you also will get a free PDF tutorial with projects designed with the product of the month. Okay, I am collaborating with a group of demonstrators, and you'll be receiving this one via email at the beginning of the next month. That will be February. Okay, so then you can use your stamp set and get ideas. Okay, this is what I needed to let you know. So you will be able to qualify for the order for the class, the free class, with an order placed by February 1st. That will be Sunday night, if I'm not mistaken. The 31st is Saturday and next is Sunday. Okay, so that is that. Let's start. I'm going to give you a little preview of all the projects included in the class. I usually don't do that, but this time I'm going to do such. So I am going to give you, so maybe that will entice you to shop, and you can buy whatever you want. Okay, it doesn't have to be anything related to, so anything that you will like, as long as your order is of $50 or more, at least $50. Okay, so these are the projects. I'm not gonna give you I'm gonna just tease you. Okay, tease you. I did a little bit of a teaser yesterday, but these are the other projects that you will get to make in the class. Okay, so 5 and this. So I hope you take advantage of the offer, because you also get the paper and a little bit of ribbon. Okay, let's see which one I want to start with. I'm going to start with this. This is a very cutie patootie. I love the Valentine Kisses bundle, and I also used it in my tutorial bundle. I used the Valentine Kisses, just the images, without being a Valentine card. Okay, so these are the pieces that you will get. Please know that if you qualify and will receive the designer series paper, I will not cut the designer series paper. I will do anything that is embossing, but also the die cutting. You will have to have the bundle to do the die cutting and the stamping and die cutting. Okay, because I cannot send you anything pre-stamped by Stampin' Up! Rules. Okay, so here we go. We're gonna start with Flirty Flamingo designer series paper, Flirty Flamingo cardstock, because the colors, you know how to read the back of the paper, the pack, right? That tells you, the paper pack that tells you all the colors that coordinate. So Azure Afternoon, Cherry Cobbler, Flirty Flamingo, Garden Green, Gorgeous Grape, Rio Red, and Black. Now, for those of you that took the class at the retreat, this is extra. So if you order the bundle, you can recreate these by watching this, giving you more inspiration. 2 of the projects are the same as the one that I did for the retreat, but everything else is different. And those that took the retreat got extra goodie bag of product and different projects. Okay, so let me work on this. We're going to do color and color. I embossed my paper with the, what's the name? The Hearts embossing folder. I should label these, right? If I were so organized. And we are going to do this. Grab some dimensionals. You know that these are my favorite tools to use in my crafting. Okay, so we are going to attach this. Tonight I'm going to show you 2 cards, and then 2 more cards tomorrow, and one will be the 3D on Wednesday. Okay, so 2, 2, and 1. That is done like that. Set it aside, Monica. Let's see. Then we have the insert. And guess what? I'm missing a piece of paper that I cut and put where? This is, and I did my packaging. I bet I put it somewhere. It doesn't belong to, let's see. Maybe this is it. Yep, I put it in my bin, but this was supposed to be my card. Okay, so we're going to stamp on here. We're going to stamp on this little thing. I already done the die cutting. I did an extra there, and I already stamped and die cut my my bear right here. Okay, just to cut the time, but basically I'm gonna tell you I stamped it on crumb cake in early espresso ink, and then with the matching die like that, this is the matching die, I die cut it. So easy peasy, nice and easy. Okay, what I'm gonna do on here, I'm gonna take out my stamps and my inks. We're using Rio Red. So for this card is Rio Red and Early Espresso, pretending that I'm stamping the bear. Okay, but Rio Red is right here. And then I'm gonna use the sentiment that says, the one that says Bear Hugs and Kisses. Bear Hugs and Kisses, and also giving you a big smooch. So 1, 2, 3, and then we're using the little hearts right there. Okay, so I'm already making a mess here as usual. So I'm gonna stamp and trying to find, what am I looking for? Bear Hugs and Kisses and giving you a smooch. Where is the smoochy stamp? The smoochy stamp is in my basket right here. We're also using Scotch tape because we're masking one stamp. Okay, hello Elise, hello everybody joining. Let me know where you're watching from. Okay, say hi, don't be shy. So I'm going to stamp giving you a big smooch down here as straight as possible, like that. Okay, then what I'm gonna do, I'm also working on, so I die cut it, all these pieces to recreate this little stand. Okay, and I'm gonna try to do this. I'm not gluing it because if I'm making a mess when I stamp, you know that I can always reverse it, right? And then I'm taking the small hearts that I told you. I'm gonna ink it in Rio Red. Again, I should have leave it. Oh, these are the, here are the little hearts, and we're gonna stamp it up here and Stampin' up there. Okay, got it. Now I can put everything together, and we're using mini dimensionals. Did anybody that live in, anybody that is here and it's in Stafford / Fredericksburg, did you go out by any chance? Did you venture out on the roads? Or you stayed put at home? I didn't set a foot outside. Maybe the nose, my nose, to just trying to figure out how cold it was, and it was really cold, really cold. So let me do this, and one over here. Okay, so we're putting this down here like such, centering it, checking, building it. I'm gonna stay a little bit lower because I want some room for my bear, like that. Then I have this little fella here that is die cut from the die set, and I'm gonna put mini dimensionals on this one, and you'll see why. I did regular glue in my original, and then I know that I can tuck under there, so 2 and 2, and then I need to leave the middle open. Okay. Hello, Edie. Nice to see you here. Everybody staying warm and away from, oh, look at me, and away from the trouble like driving or walking on ice, right? It is a sheet of ice. Really, it is. Very dangerous to be outside. Okay, school are closed tomorrow. Okay, here we go. Now, let's pretend I've stamped this with the little stamp in my early espresso, and now I'm gonna tuck this in, and no need to put a bazillion of. Look how cutie patootie he is. Okay, now let's do some masking. There. What I need to do is grab this piece, and I'm gonna grab the one that says Bear Hugs and Kisses. I'm gonna take my Scotch tape, and I'm going to do that and mask. You can even use well, let me just have a little piece here. You can use sticky notes, whatever you want to use. But I'm gonna do Scotch tape. Okay, hopefully this is good enough. I'm gonna grab my Real Red ink kit, peel all this one off and put it away from me, you know, anything that I could touch, because it has ink. Voila. I'm getting messy here. I'm huffing and puffing, and I am stamping kisses. Voila. Okay, and then I'm gonna trim it a little bit more to take away all the mess. Now, where did I put my paper snips. Okay, so I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna trim this, and see also there, because I have a few of the red lines from there. Okay, so in your kit you will receive the paper, that the cardstock, not the paper, so that you'll be able to stamp everything and die cut. And I will only provide die cuts that are not included in the bundle, okay? Or you can substitute if you want, use something different. So now I'm gonna put this kisses right there. Voila. And 2 more of these because I like dimensionals. And then I am going to tuck this one in the middle, and ta-da! How cutie patootie this is. It's beautiful. Okay, so now to this piece I'm gonna take, this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna put this, I'm gonna center it top and bottom, okay, like that. So put a little bit of adhesive or glue with a little backing dimensional here, and we are going to center the top and the bottom, kind of. You can move it down a little bit. It doesn't matter if it's not centered, okay? Then I'm gonna take the ribbon. Remember, you're gonna get a sampling of the ribbon, about 2.5 yards, and that will be enough for you to make all the projects. I usually don't do this, you know that. Oops, I stamped this too close, so we're gonna go more there. I guess this one we're gonna overlap a little bit, and there. Yeah, it's gonna be fine. Gonna be fine. And then I'll show you the original. Okay. So as close as possible to that. Voila. And then I'm gonna put many dimensionals here because I want to level it, and put this on my, oops, put this on my card. There. Okay, large dimensionals to secure this. There, 3 and 4. And we're G to G. We're gonna grab our card front and we're gonna put it on that. It's stinking cute. Okay, let's peel off all of these. Yes, and here we go. So this is 4 and this is 4 inches. So we're going to line it up side to side, top, and center it top to bottom. Here we go. And then we have this little piece of what is this name? Designer series paper that I'm gonna put down here. I can even do it this way. No, I'm gonna go like that. In my original, I stayed a little bit more close to the other end. So this one is gonna be a little bit different. And I'm gonna go down because I don't wanna cover my hearts, and create a cluster of DSP there, okay? So that is that. That is that. Now, what I'm going to do, I'm going to fussy with this ribbon. And I'm going to make a small bow, if I can. Because you know me, you need to have embellishments, you need to have ribbon. We have it, and they all coordinate, so why not use it, right? This one will be attached here, like such, okay? I cannot put it there because it's gonna cover that, so I'm going to trim this and trim. Okie dokie. So that's what you could do. You don't have to, but you'll have the supplies for it. The bundle is $42.25. It will be available next week because I just checked, is momentarily out of stock. It was out of stock at the beginning of January, and it came back because I guess it's been very popular. Okay, here we go. Now, as far as the embellishments that I had just here, there they are. We're going to use, this is Flirty Flamingo. And we're gonna put 2 of the small ones right there. 1 and 2, okay? Like that. Got it? And now let's work on the inside. For the inside, it's gonna be an easy peasy embellishments. Okay. And this paper that I'm using, the strip of this paper and this paper comes from one of the cuts from one of the cards. So I'm trying to, we were trying, because this is a collaboration, we're trying to, you know, be very resourceful with our Designer's paper. And stick for me, please. Voila. And let me put this onto the inside. What happened here? And there you go. This is a cutie patootie card. Love it. So this is that, and this is my original. As you can see, I stamped a little bit closer. So this is the what not to do, or it doesn't matter. It's just a little bit different, but there you go. So this is card number 1 of our class. And let's move on to card number 2. It is a fun fold. No, let's do card number 2, this one that some of you already, I'm gonna do fun folds tomorrow, and today I'm just gonna do this. So we're gonna do a switcheroo in colors. This is another card, and this, if you were at the retreat and took the class, this is the card that you got to make, one of the projects that you got to make. Okay, where's my bone folder? So I'm gonna go. So we have Azure Afternoon. We have this piece of Designer's paper that has stripes in here, and that we're gonna use that. So we're using pretty much a sheet with some left. Okay, where's my sample? So that I am not messing up. So I'm gonna glue, before I glue this one down, let's remember, you know me, you gotta have a little bit of ribbon. Okay, so I'm gonna put a ribbon. And when you get my piece of ribbon and you get, if you want to qualify, if you qualify for the class, don't go all around. Do as I do, because that's how I measure the amount of ribbon that I am using, and that so you will have enough to make the card, okay? And I went down flat, no dimensionals. Very unusual. So we're gonna make sure that this ribbon is not coming apart. Voila. I'm gonna do it this way. No, this way. This is the part that I need extra. And that will go flat down to the card. Voila. Press. So we have it there, okay? Then you have this piece of cherry cobbler. We have the other pieces for the card, and we're using this here, and the rest goes inside right there, okay? Then we have a label from the Stylish Shapes, a heart that I die cut it here, and then that is part of the die set. I already stamped and die cut the bear on crumb cake as well. This is stamped in Memento ink, black. There you go. And then I also stamp and die cut the wings from the dies. And I need to grab my balmy blue. Where did I put my balmy blue? Right here. I need my balmy blue, dark balmy blue Stampin' blend. And I'm just gonna go, oh look, it's been loved. Let's see if the size works. Yeah. So I'm just gonna color it a little bit here. And I'm gonna go all around. Kind of go in there and then color in there. I don't want to color the wings, all the wings in blue, and then I'm gonna go around there. And voila. Easy peasy. Let's do some stamping. I'm gonna take my cherry cobbler. I'm gonna take my cherry cobbler ink pad that I took out. Okay. Then I'm going to take hearts that I used before. And I'm gonna clean them, even though I used, speaking of ribbon, saw where someone uses clear coil bracelets. Yeah, I saw it as well. I saw it as well, Edie. I have a rack, so mine don't go undone, but that is a great idea. So I'm going to stamp here in the corner. Okay. A few hearts. Okay. And then I'm going to do the same on the opposite corner. Okay, like such, there, 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 okay? As you can see here, can you see it? And there. So I did that. Then I'm gonna take my label here and I'm gonna use the stamp that says giving you a big smooch, and I'm gonna grab my memento because I cannot find the other my makeshift other ink pad. Probably still in the boxes that I need to unpack from my retreat that I will have to do. Okay, and I'm gonna stamp this toward the right, more to the right of the label, and I'm gonna stay right there. Voila. And then I'm gonna close this. Now I'm gonna take this, I'm gonna show you in the stamp, we also have little lips, and I'm gonna find my lips right there, and I'm gonna grab my cherry cobbler, and I'm gonna get the smooches here, like that. Okay, put everything to the side here. Now let's build this. Before we glue, we're gonna take the doily, okay? These are doily, as I said, they are in the online store, and you see where I stamp. So I'm gonna basically put the doilies against this edge right here. I'm gonna put a little bit of adhesive, tiny bits here and there and everywhere. Okay, and just so that it doesn't move too much, because then it will be secure with everything else. And I am gonna go and kind of to work it like that. Okay, press down, and now I'm gonna take scissors or paper snips, and I'm going to snip, and I'm gonna save this part. Okay, there. Okie dokie. Now I am going to take this little strip. Now I'm going to actually glue this one, put it on my card, because then everything is kind of falling into place. And I'm gonna use dimensionals. Where are my large dimensionals? 1, 2, 3, and 4. I'm gonna put one in the middle to level it up. Okay, and what do you think about this little cutie patootie set of this bundle? I love it. So now I have it here, and it's gonna go like that. Okay, now this will go right here, down here like that, and it's gonna be going flush. So I'm going to put adhesive there, and then if I wanted to make it there, I'm gonna add a dimensional, and we're gonna go down like such. Okay, now I'm gonna put this, my die, my label die cut, that will go right here like such, and it will get dimensionals here on this and this, right? I think I can put dimensionals on both. Yeah, why not? I should have used the smaller one, but that's okay. That's okay. And we're gonna go and stay straight, Monica. And this is staying within here. Voila. Then I'll grab my bear, and I'm gonna put a dimensional there. And this that I had in front of my nose. Voila. Like that. And then in the back here, I'm gonna put a small dimensional because it's going to be tucked there. I'm going to put it, actually put my mini dimensional in the corner like that. So then everything is leveled and we stay within the card, and his wings are going up this time. Okay, then I have this little heart that, guess what, needs a dimensional, and it's gonna go right here. And now let's put ribbon the usual way, and then I'm gonna sprinkle a few of the embellishments. Now I'm gonna try to make a nice bow. Put it flat. Let's see. You know what? I will have to go this way. Let's see if it works. Yep. So it stays flat. And I'm gonna pull a bit and pull a little bit. And voila. Voila. Now let's finish the front and then move on to the next end. Where are my half a packet? There we go. So I can grab the colors that I've used in my sample. And this is Azure Afternoon. I'm gonna put one there, and one small. Let me do a large on this one. Right there, okay? So let's finish the inside. So this is your front. What do you think? Okay, there we go. Let's finish the inside. So for the inside, we're gonna save. Gonna use that. Okay, we're gonna put this one like that. So flush, flush. Oof, move. Okay, so what I could do is put a little bit of adhesive here. Okay. Grab my the rest of my, where did I put the adhesive? There. Voila. Make it straight. And now we're going to finish putting the rest of the adhesive. Whoops. Don't stick. Really, Monica? There we go. You know what, it would have worked? My silicone mat. So I don't get all sticky. Okay, this one is gonna go like that. And now we are going to hope that I'm not gonna mess up my stamping. Okay. And I am going to grab my cherry cobbler and my hearts that I had right there, and I'm gonna ink my hearts, and I'm gonna go and stamp right there. Voila. What do you think? So we did not throw anything away. We are now gluing this to the inside But before, we're gonna trim it here. And voila. This is your card. Obviously, you can stamp Happy Valentine's Day here, or celebrate the day, love, or just write a little note giving you a big smooch. And I think I like my heart leveled. So I'm going to peel off here and do a bit of surgery so that this is going to stay a little bit higher. Voila. Let me see. And I could even put a little bit of an embellishment on this one, but that's okay. We're going to leave it like so. And this is my original. As you can see, just make sure you stay within the edge there. In this case, the big smooch needed to be there, but that's okay. There we go. Voila. So there you go. So these are the first 2 cards of the class for the Valentine Kisses class. So any order of $50 or more placed in my online store between yesterday, because that's the week, until Sunday qualifies you to receive the card kit, a free step-by-step tutorial, and a goodie bag that will have a 1/4 pack of designer trees paper and 2.5 yards of the ribbon, and that will be enough for you to create the cards, the projects, because remember, and then it's also a 3D. And if your order goes over 60, then I'll add a pack of the rainbow dots for that. Okay, so for now, thank you so much for being here. I will talk to you tomorrow. I will see you tomorrow at 5 p.m. for 2 more cards, and those will be 2 fun folds. Both of them are beautiful. So come back 5 p.m. See you tomorrow. Stay safe, stay warm, don't go out. Bye-bye.